Okay, brothers and sisters, I know after listening to this very long presentation, you'll be wondering what has Satan got to do with this? The devil, Lucifer, what has he got to do with this? Now, this is where he came in. You see, let's go to the book of Jubilees. In the book of Jubilees, chapter 10, okay, you will see how the devil came in. Remember, in the book of Enoch, we told you that the Most High told the angel Gabriel, Enoch chapter 10, the Most High told Gabriel to bind the reprobate, the sons of fornication. That's the children of these fallen angels, those giants that are like 1.5 kilometers tall. The Most High told Gabriel to bind them. Okay, now let's see that in the book of Jubilees. In Jubilees chapter 10, let's start from verse 1 and I'll just read through here. It says, in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah and to make them sin and to destroy them. Like I said, unclean spirits, they are not flesh, they are unclean demons. They began to, these spirits now began to lead astray sons of men. They possess human beings. When you allow yourself to be possessed by them and they make you do things, you will say, oh no, spirit cannot possess me. The spirits can possess you in different ways. For instance, obesity, gluttony, and all those ones. These are spiritual demonic possession. Human beings were not created to practice usury, to be greedy, what they call killer instinct and all those nonsense. You're not created to do that. This is demonic possession. It comes in different forms, and we are going to see all of them today. Brothers and sisters, the teachings we are going to give you today is worth a lifetime of knowledge. Okay? It says, the sons of Noah came to Noah their father, and they told him about the demons that are leading them astray and blinding and slaying their sons. And he prayed before the Lord Ayah and said, so Noah actually prayed and asked God to bind them. He said, God of the spirits of all flesh, who have shown mercy to me and have spared me and my sons from the waters of the flood, I have not caused me to die as you did the sons of perdition. For your grace has been great towards me, and great has been your mercy to my soul. Let your grace be lifted up in my sons, and do not let the wicked spirit rule over them, or they will destroy them from the earth. But bless me and my sons, so that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. Okay, so Noah prayed, and Noah's prayer continued. If you read it in verse 7, it says, and the Lord our God commanded us, that's the angel telling Moses now, that the Lord our God commanded us to bind all of them, to bind all these spirits. Okay, the Most High can bind spirits. He can. You see, the Most High sometimes will let you ask something before He gives it to you. That's the way these things work, brothers and sisters. Okay, we have free will, so we have to ask for something. Okay. The chief, then he said, verse 7, he said, and the Lord our God commanded us to bind all of them. Then verse 8 said, the chief of the spirits, Mastema, this is the devil, the chief of the spirits, the evil spirits, okay, Mastema. That was the name he was called in the book of Jubilees. Mastema, Prince Mastema, that's the name the devil was called. In the book of Isaiah, we were told that his name is Lucifer. Okay, he said this book of Jubilees chapter 10 verse 8, he said, then the chief of the spirits, Mastema, came and said, Lord Creator, let some of them remain before me, and let them listen to my voice, and do all that I shall say to them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. For these are for corruption, and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. So the devil came and said, look, don't destroy all the spirits. Give me some of them so that I can execute my work. Again, the devil is seen more like a policeman of God. He is the one that will lure the sons of men to expose those who are evil. Okay, he's more like the policeman to catch those who are evil among the sons of men. He's not at war with the Most High. No, the devil is not at war with the Most High. He's at war with the children of the Most High. He will try to deceive you, and if you fall, he will catch you. And you are gone. You're going straight to hellfire. That's what the devil is. Okay, he has fallen already, and now he is trying to catch other people, to lure other people, to seduce other people. Now, he's, like I mentioned, he is the one that deceived Eve and Adam in the garden. And then after that, He wants to keep on deceiving the rest of mankind. And he told the Most High, look, this mankind has already been corrupted. I cannot do this alone. I have to walk with the rest of them. If you remember in the book of Job, when the angels were coming to see the Most High, Satan came with them because he too was created. And he's not in hell. It is after judgment that he will be cast to hell. Okay? He too is one of the angels of the Most High. So, anyway, this the Mastema now, that the devil requested that some of these spirits should be put under his control. Okay, he said, and then verse 9, he said, then the Most High said, let 1/10 of them remain before him, and let 9/10 of them descend into the place of condemnation. So, brothers and sisters, the Most High now said, okay, fine. Let 10% stay and be subject to the devil's wishes on the planet, and let 90% go and be bound in the place of condemnation. So the angels bound 90%, and the other 10% stayed under Satan. Now that is where the angels, the fallen angels, came under the dominion of Satan. When Satan fell and was cast into the earth, his dominion was in the earth, and he tried to deceive the creatures of God. He deceived the serpent and deceived Eve, deceived Adam. He has no influence over the angels. It was when the Most High said, okay, fine, let this 10% of these spirits be under him. That's when he has dominion over them. Because they are not, these spirits again are not created by God. It's just a mutation between the fallen angels and human beings. You have to understand that, brothers and sisters. Okay. Now, what did Satan tell them to do? Okay. What did Satan tell them to do? What did Satan tell these fallen angels to do? Let's go to the book of Jubilees. It's still in this book of Jubilees, chapter 11. You see what Satan told these spirits of the fallen angels. The spirits of the fallen angels. You see what Satan told them to do on the planet. Book of Jubilees, chapter 11. Okay, verse 5. He said, Prince Mastema exerted himself to do all this, and he sent out other spirits which were put under his control to do all manner of wrong and sin and all manner of transgression, to corrupt and destroy and to shed blood on the earth. Brothers and sisters, this is that war. The war that the Most High declared, or that we read in the book of Genesis. Then Prince Mastema, when he got 10% of the angels to walk under him, he sent them out to do this war, to create all manner of sin, transgression, assist and seduction, all manner of transgression, corruption, destruction on the planet. It is through the devil is exerting this through these spirits. How do they do this? Brothers and sisters, they do this through spiritual possession. Most people, especially people from Europeans, they usually have this familiar spirits. They have spirits that dwell in the families. Okay, they exert themselves in different forms. They can come as religious thing and make people do things. These spirits possess people. They possess people in different forms and make them do things. People have familiar spirits. People have witchcraft covens. They may be in writing Hollywood movies. They may be in actors and actresses, that people that invoke the spirit. That's why you see all these actors and actresses saying for them to win that Oscar, they had to invoke this spirit or invoke the other spirit. This is what they do. These are not flesh, but it's the spirit that invoke them in the military, invoke them in different places, and they go to war and destroy innocent people. Invoke them in science. They invent and manufacture and invent all kinds of drugs and food and beverages that kill people, that sterilize people, giving people cancer, destruction, seduction, total annihilation of the creatures of God on this planet. This is what these spirits are doing under the instruction of devil. So brothers and sisters, you need to understand this is the way this war is being waged on you. And this war is being waged because the devil wants to be like God, and he wants a situation whereby if he can corrupt this planet, the Most High, if you remember in the book of Genesis, the Most High said there's nothing left in Sodom and Gomorrah. If he sees one good person in Sodom and Gomorrah, he will spare the place. And there was nothing, no good person there at all. So if they are able to corrupt this planet, if they are able to corrupt this planet, and the Most High look at the planet and there's nothing worth saving, he will abandon it. And that's how Satan will win. And that is why they are corrupting your children from birth, giving them some kind of drugs and medications and vaccinations that will make them not think like humans. That is why they are putting all kinds of immorality on the television, magazines, newspapers, internet, anywhere. That is why all these things are there. They are trying to corrupt mankind. That is why they will put all kinds of human flesh and blood in all this fast food, because once you are eating these things, you become unclean in sight of the Most High. If you're constantly eating them, brothers and sisters. That is why they do all these things. That's why you hear that there are human embryo in Pepsi or in some kind of Pepsi product. That is why they are doing these things, because they want to corrupt the entire planet. They come in different forms, brothers and sisters. Usually they come in the form of witchcraft coven. That is the most, almost everybody on television is a member of one coven or the other. Almost everybody you see on Hollywood is a member of a witchcraft coven. They come in that is why they pay, you see them on television, they pay homage to the pyramid. They are paying homage to their father that is locked up in the pyramid. They are making him realize that they are doing his work. They are coming to liberate him. That is what they are doing, brothers and sisters. They do this through, like I said, witchcraft coven. They do this through secret societies, or what they call cults, fraternities. It is just another avenue for devil and the spirit of this fallen angel to have influence on the creations of God. This cult, which includes what people call Illuminati, all kinds of secret society, the Freemasons and all those ones, they give you knowledge. Of course, they have a whole lot of information. They run the world. They understand these things, and they give you that knowledge that you don't really need, but you see it like you are above other creatures, other humans, and then you begin to behave that way. That is what they do, brothers and sisters. Now, they come, like I mentioned, they come through witchcraft coven, through cults, they come through religion. That is why they make you worship all kinds of things in the name of God. They give you a picture of Caesar Borgia and say that's the picture of Christ. They give you a picture of a naked, uncircumcised Adam shaking hands with one God like that, scantily naked with small children. And they say that's God and Adam. A naked person drawn by a homosexual, Michelangelo, and they say that is uncircumcised, and they now say that this is God and Adam shaking hands or doing whatever they're doing. That is total. This is how they come through religion, taking the word of God and distorting it, keeping God aside and worshiping Christ and Mary, which shouldn't be worshipped. The Most High shares his throne with no one, not even his son. This is what they do. They come in different forms, and I won't even say this. And let's go to the book of Enoch. Brothers and sisters, go to the book of Enoch chapter 19. He said, book of Enoch chapter 19, you see they come through religion. These evil spirits, they come through religion. Let's see it. Book of Enoch chapter 19 verse 1, he said, and Uriah said to me, the angels who have had sex with women shall stand here, and their spirits, having assumed many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as God. Here shall they stand until the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged and are made an end of. So, brothers and sisters, here in the book of Enoch, the angel Uriah told Enoch that this fallen angel, the spirit of the fallen angels, are assuming many different forms and are corrupting mankind, making them sacrifice to demons as God. They can come in the form of Virgin Mary and make you be looking at the sun. They say the sun is dancing, which it doesn't. They can come in the form of what they call Saint Christopher, that is carrying an infant Jesus, which is totally ridiculous. They can come in the form of Saint Anthony of Padua. They can come in the form of anything, and people will be sacrificing and worshiping these things in the name of God, and they think they are worshiping God. See it here. Go and look at it. Enoch chapter 19 from verse 1. Uriah told Enoch that this spirit, these fallen angels, their spirit will assume many different forms and be deceiving mankind. So, brothers and sisters, this is the war you are going through. You are not fighting flesh and blood, you are fighting principalities. That's what Paul wrote in the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. We don't fight against flesh and blood, we are fighting against principalities, against darkness of evil, wickedness. These are spiritual forms that they have possessed some human beings to the level that those human beings have lost any form of spirituality in them. They are now more demon than they are human. That's what they call shape-shifting or all those kind of nonsense that people are talking about. They just don't want you to understand where this thing comes from. You see, during the flood, all flesh, if you read the book of Genesis, all flesh was destroyed in the flood, but not spirits. The spirits remained. And 10% of those spirits were put under the work of Satan. And Satan is using them to attack humanity in a battle that has been declared long before you were born. That battle has been declared. Satan is using them to wage war on people in different forms. In the form of, I mentioned, witchcraft covens, occultism, especially occultism, even the occultism they brought here in Nigerian schools, that they brought in here. And one day I'll make a video on that, in Nigerian school. These are all brought in by this spirit of the fallen angels. You may not know it. They attack. They also do that in religion, in the military. The military is one big cult. And another thing you used to know them, brothers and sisters, is homosexuality. All of them. That's why you see all these Hollywood musicians, they all practice homosexuality. They were not born gay, but they have to be homosexuals. This is how they gain power in their system. When you go against the creation of God, remember, the plan is for them to destroy the creation of God. If you go against the natural order of God, you are destroying the creation of God. And that's what they are doing. Homosexuality, witchcraft coven, cultism, or what some people call Illuminati or anything like that, in the military, religion. This is how they are destroying mankind, brothers and sisters. And there are also other ways, like you can see in televisions. They catch our children young, very young, from televisions. Parents don't even spend time and play with their children. They just put television for them so that they'll keep them entertained. And these things, these spirits permeate the brain of these children from this process. All this nonsense, they go Disney or whatever. This is how they invade the thinking of our children. Brothers and sisters, it's important for you to realize that this is the war that is being waged. They wage the war in many different forms. Pharmaceuticals, in food, and please minimize buying food that you did not prepare. You don't know what's inside it. You don't know the blood on your unclean thing you can be eating. Now, what do we do to fight against this war? What do we do? Let's see that from the scriptures. Let's go to the book of Jubilees, brothers and sisters. In book of Jubilees, chapter 7, the angel of Noah told us, his children, what we need to do to combat this this war that is being waged upon us. In the book of Jubilees, chapter 7, okay, in verse 20, Jubilees chapter 7 verse 20, is it? In the 28th Jubilee, Noah began to direct his sons in the ordinances and commandments and all the judgments that he knew, and he exhorted his sons to observe righteousness and to cover the shame of their flesh and to bless their creator and honor father and mother and love their neighbor and guard their souls from fornication and uncleanness in all iniquity. Brothers and sisters, this is what you need to do if you are going to survive this war. First of all, Noah laid it out for us in very simple terms. He said, guard your soul from all forms of iniquity and uncleanness. We have a video here that is saying protect your soul. Brothers and sisters, please see that video and understand where that teaching came from. These are things you're going to do if you're going to win this battle. Let's read it again. The book of Jubilees, chapter 7, verse 20. It says, and he began to and he exhorted his sons to observe righteousness. Number one, you have to observe righteousness and to cover the shame of your flesh. Don't be running around naked, nudity, exposing yourself and immorality and having sexual relationship with people you're not supposed to have it with. And to bless their creator, bless the name of your God, bless the name of the Most High of Majesty, and honor your father and your mother. Bring honor to your parents. I've told you this in our video. We say how Christians distort God's teaching. Please see that video. Christianity will teach us that they say respect your father and obey your father and mother. That's not correct. Honor your father and your mother. And your father and your mother is not just your parents, but your ancestors. These are things that Noah said we should do if we're going to win this war. Okay? Honor father and mother and love your neighbor and guard your soul. You have to love your neighbor. You have to treat people like you want to be treated. That's how you win this war. You don't fight this war by going to church and paying tithes and fasting and speaking in tongues. That's total nonsense, brothers and sisters. Those things, maybe praying and fasting, not bad, they are good. But this is how it has been outlined, how to win this war. Okay, it has been outlined how you win this war, and that is very simple. Book of Jubilees, chapter 7, verse 20. And I'll read it again. Keep the commandments, the ordinances, and the judgments of the Most High, and then observe righteousness, cover the shame of your flesh, bless your Creator, honor your father and your mother, love your neighbor, and protect your soul from uncleanness. Brothers and sisters, this is the children of the fallen angels. We may not know them. We don't know who they are. But from their deeds, from the things we do, we can see who they are. They pay homage to the pyramids. They are involved in witchcraft coven, secret societies, in military exploitation and destruction of the planet, pharmaceutical exploitation and destruction of the planet. And then in every other things, they are involved in this thing, so you can see who they are. It doesn't matter whether you don't have to know their names or whether they are Queen of England or other. All those things are nonsense. Don't listen to these things. It doesn't matter. Whether Queen of England is Illuminati or not, it does not matter. Whether Barack Obama is Illuminati or it doesn't matter. What is important here is this: for you to be able to survive this war, go and read Jubilees chapter 7 verse 20. Observe the ordinances, the commandments, and the judgment of the Most High. Honor your father and your mother. Bless your Creator. Protect your soul from uncleanness. Cover the shame of your flesh and love your neighbor. Once you do these things, you will survive. You will be able to withstand the unrighteousness, the battle of unrighteousness and iniquity that has been inflicted on mankind. And may the Most High of Majesty, the eternal King of glory, bless us and keep us in His most blessed name. Selah.